Okay, everybody. Hey, we're still here at Towers High School having a wonderful career day that's hosted by the Stewart Foundation with over 100 plus business owners presenting to the students to give them opportunities about internship or even employment. But we have one of the pillars of the high school here, that RTC.
Yes, sir.
Right? RTC, it does a few things. Me being a military veteran, discipline is like the core part of ROTC, because if you can teach discipline, usually they can use that discipline to navigate life, those young adults. So I'm here with Lieutenant Colonel Calloway.
Yes, sir.
Hey, now understand, he has a whole squad guarding him, so it was hard to get him. Okay, they allowed me to do this interview with him. So, sir, tell me a little bit about how long have you been with this school?
All right, I've been here for 10 years. I started here the spring of 2014. I was hired by Dr. Ralph Simpson, who gave me a shot. I wanted to come to a school where I could give back. I had a great upbringing down in a little small town called Roberta, and I wanted to be able to give to kids some of the things that I grew up with that may not have that up here in the Decatur area.
So how many students do you think have come through your shop?
Oh, let's see, over 10 years, I would have to guess probably 400 to 500 students over the 10 years.
Wow, could you think about that? So 400 or 500, and they had to go through the gauntlet initially. Hey, do you have discipline? Or if not, let me teach you. So automatically, they're going to remember your name forever.
So, for example, we just had a guy that joined today, a new student, and one of the things in Air Force Day RTC, you have to want to be in the program. And so I asked him, hey, do you want to be in? And he said yes. And so we explained to him the discipline requirements, because whether you're going to the service or not, you got to have discipline and order no matter where you go, because that's what's going to set the foundation to make sure that you get off to a great start in life.
So when he said yes, the earth shook. Right? He said, hey, woo, it's about to be on.
It's about to be on.
That's right. We're going to have some fun. But one of the cool things about ROTC is that it's systematic and teaches a system of operations. Hey, if you do this, if you do this, it has second and third orders of effect. That's one good thing about the military.
Yes.
They teach that. So how has that helped you with your student?
All right, so like you mentioned, and as I stated before about order, and that's one of the beautiful things about the military, regardless of what branch you go into, everything is about order. And so if you follow those things, and everything in the military, as you can attest, it's in a book somewhere. Someone took the time to write it out in a regulation or a pamphlet and said, this is how you do this. You follow that, you're going to be successful. Now then, when you get your leaders that have had wisdom and time and service, they'll take you under their wing and show you the ropes. And so now you can take what you've learned in the book, and I was talking to a student earlier, things that you need to know. You have to have knowledge, you have to have understanding, you have to have wisdom and discernment. So you can get knowledge out of a book. Now you have to understand it. How do you apply it? Wisdom over the course of years that you get it as you go through, matriculate through the system. And then discernment is when all else fails, you call on the man above to say, God, how do I make this happen? And so that's how I try to make sure that the young people, and again, whether they go into the service or not, that they have these skills so that they can go forward and do great things.
You know, you say that, right? And I think about, as you were talking, I thought about the access that people have today to knowledge and the access that we had growing up, right? It's
those old encyclopedia books, but now they have everything at their fingertips with their cell phones. They can access the World Wide Web, but we had those old encyclopedias that we had to flip through.
Well, hold up. He did. Don't get me involved in that.
He's part of the crowd too.
Yeah, right. But that took discipline and commitment and effort to be able to go in and read those books and look at the pictures too, right?
Yes, it does. Every Monday we do a motivational video, and one of my favorites by Ray Lewis. He said, the effort and passion, that's all on us. And so you can have information out there for the community and for kids, but if you don't take the effort and have the passion to want to pursue something, you can't blame anybody for that. Regardless of how you grew up, yes, you may have had challenges, single-parent households or whatever the case may be, but people that have been in those situations have gone on to do great things. And so it's all about the passion and the effort that you have to get to where you want to be.
Well, sir, I really appreciate you giving me some of your time. I know you're busy, taking care of those. Hey, I've seen some of your students. They're great.
Thank you so much.
And they all smiling and they look like they got discipline.
Yes.
Right, and that's good.
It's a work in progress, but that's one of the things. And you have to be patient with young people. And so for those of you out there that may see this and you're working with young people, just have patience with them and just show them the way. And if they don't get it today, remember, you may be the one that's planting the seed. Somebody else will water it so that they'll grow.
Yeah, and now you heard that from a military man, 2 military men. Be patient, effort, consistent, and you'll see that something good will come out of that. So thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you. Is there any last words you want to say, sir?
Go Air Force.
Go Air Force. You heard that straight from air. All right. Thanks a lot.